YouTubers, a little bit of a Sunday, lazy Sunday afternoon I should say. I'm going to do a little work on the old Neon today, running pretty good now. But one thing I do have to do, I have to take out the old battery and the battery tray. There's a couple transmission lines down there I need to tighten up, and also I need to check a couple wires. But in order to do that, we have to take out that battery tray, and sometimes people don't like to mess with that, but it's not too bad. And I'm going to show you how it's done. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this show on the road. Now the tools you'll need is basically an 8mm, a 10mm, and a 13mm socket, and something to get your cables off. Since my cable's already loose, they won't be an issue for me, so we'll go ahead and pop these off here and just twist them, get them out of the way. And same thing with the hot side. And one reason I do have to take this battery out anyway, I got to replace this cable here. I'm going to just kind of put this all together with a new terminal here in a little bit. And now we'll kind of put this off to the side. Now you got this big piece of plastic right here. There's a tab right down here on the bottom. We have to disconnect. And I think maybe, well, probably not. Let me see if I can get the camera set up here better. In front of the battery, there's a cover. This is your thermo guard. We have to take this cover off. So there's a little tab right here we push. We push in on that, and this will allow us to pull this up like this. And you want to be careful not break this, because this is designed to let cool air come in around the battery and kind of keep it cool as you're driving and keep the battery temperature down low. And on the side here we have a clip we have to pop off. Just kind of push up on that, and same thing on this side over here. We got to pull up on that, and on the back here, there we go, and pull this up. Now I painted mine just to make it look a little bit better, so now we'll just go ahead and stick this off to the side. Okay, now next thing we're going to do is go ahead and pull this plastic piece here off. This is where your fuses are. I take a little screwdriver, and there's a little tab right about here. If you push in on it, it will allow you to pull this up like this, and we can simply just kind of pull this back. But what I've got here is a bungee cord. I'm going to wrap the bungee cord around it like this, and simply just kind of tie it back like this, get it out of the way. Here, try it this way, and this way. Kind of like that. There we go. And just kind of get it back out of the way. Now once that's off to the side, we have to take off our little clamp here. And these could be different sizes. Sometimes these are 15, some 14. It really depends on what someone has put on here. Pull this off the side, and we'll take this hold down clamp off. Pull it up, and get that out of the way, and we'll put that off to the side. And now we'll go ahead and pull the battery out. You'll have to use both hands on this guy because there's not a lot of room to get your hands in there. And it's always good to wear gloves. And we'll pull it out, put it off to the side. This is a nice look at the battery tray. It's all emptied out. Now all we got to do is go ahead and take some bolts out. And there's a couple of bolts here that are kind of hidden, so we don't want to end up breaking anything, so I'm going to show you where they are. Okay, now the bolts we got to take out, basically for two of them, I am going to be using a 13 deep well. And one bolt is hidden right there. I think you can see it. It's pretty bright out here today. We're on the top corner of this battery tray. Take this one out. Like I said, I've loosened some of these up just to make the video a little faster. And we'll pull this one out. And there's that one there. Alright, we'll put this one off to the side. Now to the other bolt, and it's right here. It's kind of hidden right there on the side of the tray. You can see the one was right there. I took out. And the next one's right here. I'll go ahead and take this one out. And we'll put this one off to the side. Okay, and now we got to take off this little 10mm bolt right here. You can take it off right here, or you can take it off, but I suggest just take it off with the plastic battery tray. It'll make it a little bit easier. Get this one off. Put that one off to the side. Okay, now we got one more, and it is right there. You see, it's kind of sitting below the battery tray. A lot of people freak out. They don't know how they're going to get that because there's not a lot of room, but you don't have to worry. All you have to do is get your 13, get it on here, and go ahead and break it loose. There's not a lot of room here to turn the wrench, or the socket I should say. Just back it off a little bit, about 1/8 or maybe 1/4 of an inch. Okay, that should be enough. And now the beauty of this is, we simply just have to pull up. So you don't have to take that bolt out. This tray is designed to slide down on that bolt, and our tray is out. Now, before you go yanking this thing out, got one more thing you got to do. It's very important. We got to unhook this little guy right here. This is your battery thermal switch. Unhook it, because if you break this, your battery light will stay on eternity until you actually get this replaced or fix it or something, because this is a sensor that senses the temperature in the battery compartment here. And if your battery gets too hot or there's a problem, this will throw the battery light on. So go ahead and disconnect this guy. All right, I think I just got it. All right, there it is. All right, we'll set this off to the side and simply pull your tray out, and there is the bottom of the sensor. And I had to fix me a bolt in a little tray there, because the bolt that was in it on the this side fell out, and I couldn't tighten the battery down. This way the bolt will not fall out now when I take the battery out, and it's in there nice and secure. As you can see right here, you simply just slide that off that bolt. You do not have to take it out of the frame there, which is okay by me. And I'll put this off to the side. And that, my friend, is how you take off your battery tray off of a Neon. And now you can see I have all this room in here to get in here and adjust my transmission lines, check my wires, and also check the linkage, make sure everything's fine. And the other reason you got to take this out if you ever have to is because you see right here, this is your fan switch. If you get a I think it's a PO 1391 no relay fan switch indication, you have to replace this guy right here. So I think you can see that. Let me get the camera down here just a little farther, because I know it's bright out here. And you have to replace that. So if you watched my last video, I couldn't get mine to work. It turned out I had a burnt wire down here. On the very bottom, if you look closely, right about there, you'll see a little blue connector. I had to splice it there, and that took care of it. I couldn't find the burnt wire anywhere until I actually pulled that wiring harness out. And in order to do that, I had to pull the battery tray out. So there you go, and just reinstall it in reverse order. So I hope this helps you guys out. If you like any of my other videos, say hey and give me a thumbs up. Until then, until my next project, which will be pretty soon, I will see you on this sunny, beautiful afternoon. Later.